as we try things out. Today we try out Made for Each Other by I Really Like Gator Woman. For those that don't know, there's going to be a Mia and Inko matchup. Apparently, it's, I think, post E1? Yeah, it's alternate ending of E1. First post. This guy's entirely new to this concept. Which is something else. Ableist language, unreliable narrator. I appreciate that we're going in with an unreliable narrator and we're just honest about it. What do we got here? Ooh. Well, I'm tempted to throw that one on the pile. Apparently they like to delete a thing. I am Gator. Which is also on our to-read list, actually. Am I that Gator? First contact, huh? I'm a sucker for those kinds of things. What the heck? Oh, we're not starting there? We're just starting... Oh, gosh. Slow burn. Well... I'm all for slow burn. But for now, we focus on Made for Each Other. An alternative version of ending one, Mia ends up confronting Inko after the disastrous eulogy before he can reach Olivia by the stairs. The Gator girl exits before Inko can talk to her, and he's left sulking against the wall beside the bully. One thing leads to another, and Ms. Moretti starts... Why do you call her Ms. Moretti? That's so formal for her. Starts entertaining the idea of turning her new companion into leverage against Ben and Olivia. Interesting twist. Interesting take. Will Mia eventually see her new relationship with Inko as anything more than a tool? Will Inko's narcissism clash with Mia's manipulation, or will they simply get worse again? I don't know if I would call Inko narcissist. Nah, that's ending one. In ending one, he is definitely starting to become an actual narcissist. Like, he's becoming pretty bad. I do appreciate that she's using it as leverage against Ben. I forgot what happened with Ben and Mia. That I don't think it's very focused. This small intro I cooked up for the fun of it. I know I'm English. Mia's just evil. I mean, listen, buddy. I mean, I guess in fic writing circles you do have to explain that because a lot of people are just incapable of separating, like, the narrative purpose of writing. They'll tell you, no, you can write that without being ableist. It's like, sometimes that's just what you gotta do to get the job done, buddy. Anyway, it's Panic at the Gala. I think this is Mia talking, but we don't do interior narration voices in alts. Mia will have her voice when she talks. Everything was going perfectly until the cripple decided to have a usual tantrum. All she had to do was read the neat little script that Ben gave her, rouse a few pity tears, and then everyone could go back to having fun. I could have even gotten up for a dance with my actual boyfriend, but she just had to come up in a slutty dress and fall apart like a house of cards. I considered walking to the backstage myself. No, just say walking backstage. I considered walking backstage myself, grabbing my precious dumbass by the ear, and going anywhere other than the shit show. By the ear? You're a dinosaur. You've been surrounded by mostly dinosaurs. Why would you use that turn of phrase? Grab him by the collar. Or grab him by the crest. You know, grab him right by the horns. Then I heard it, and everyone in the room heard it. The sounds... Oh, we're stabbed. I always thought that it was just... like, people that were paying attention. And I guess Olivia does look at him, but I don't think Sal would have been the thing that would have noticed. The sounds of pictures being taken from above. I mean, if everyone's quiet, a camera can be pretty noisy. Even the bitchin' wheels managed to bring a head out of their hands and look at the culprit dead in the eyes. When my gaze finally settled on the new center of attention, I couldn't suppress my grin. Inko! The little baldy had some common sense to get this scene on camera. Even without any knowledge or care about photography, I just knew he had the perfect shot of his beloved crying her heart out in front of the entire school. I didn't particularly pay much attention to the aftermath of the performance. Hot Wheels slithered off stage to where she decided to continue her sulking. I waited by the stage entrance for Ben to come out and join the party once more, but he never did. Must have gone on to comfort his dear Olivia. What a weird thing to say. I never really got that impression, but it's been a while since I played anyone, so we're gonna go off of what you say and I'll leave it to that. Who knows? Maybe that's why his heart really lies, considering how much shit he puts up with, trying to get her to stop hating him. I was nearly ready to leave without him when I heard the sound of something hit the floor just a few feet away from me. It was a camera covered in acid, and wouldn't you know it fell just below the skinny setup. Then came the sound of a fist connecting with someone's face. I know that sound well. I appreciate this. I feel like you could have just let this stand on its own 2 feet, but on the other hand, if we are treating this as like serious writing, you know, fair enough, you gotta establish it. If we're treating this as like a standalone bit of writing, then yeah, you need to remind people of what Mia's traits are, which includes that she probably knows what someone's fist getting pounded sounds like. By then I decided that whatever was going up that was infinitely more interesting than standing around waiting for Benny Boy I eagerly made my way up the stairs, 3 steps at a time. Then that's impressive. That's big legs. Until I laid my eyes on the bill of the ball herself. She was positioned at the edge of the stairway, glaring into the night sky through the window.
Oh, great performance, Hot Wheels. Who would have thought you, of all people, could actually break a leg up there?
Olivia doesn't bother her, just staring her gaze from the moonlight. Normally, I wouldn't dare to give this opportunity to mess with her, especially after the catastrophic night she's had already. However, curiosity still controls my movements as I swiftly pass her. As soon as I turn the corner and continue down the hallway, I'm almost plowed into by a sprinting pale ghost. Lucky for him, he pumps the brakes fast enough. He seems left panting in front of me. He looks desperate. And it seems he's all concerned with what right now is getting past the obstacle in front of him to his dearest Gator. Damn it, Mia! Get out of the way!
Oh, why the rush, Baldy? Your girlfriend isn't looking so keen to chat last time I saw her.
Inko's eyes show a hint of fire. Something I rarely get to see. It's fascinating. What did you?
Oh, relax, buddy. I didn't do anything to her. I just gave a bit of congratulations. She really knows how to draw eyes on herself despite claiming she hates the special attention.
I really think you could add the for emphasis and then make this like italicized for that little chef's kiss of like, oh, we know what she's saying. We know what she's really saying. But it's fine that you're letting it stand. Just leave me alone already. Olivia needs me right now.
Oh, I'm telling you, dumbass, she hates your gut at the moment. I thought she'd have gotten it through your thick skull from how she looked at you with that sobby, pitiful stare.
Apparently, I hit the nail on the head with high response. The beautifully violent fire was growing, becoming quite the spectacle. She loves me, goddammit! I heard all the shit from Damien already, so just move!
The twerp actually has...
The twerp actually has the nerve to try to push past me. I was feeling this kind of arrogance is what got him that black eye. I feel gut works better than Gabe. I don't immediately counter letting him continue his futile attempt to move me. I pull my head back and catch a glimpse of his damsel.
Oh, you know what? Oh, so might keep you from your precious little paraplegic. How about you go ahead and sweep her off her feet if you can catch her?
Inko doesn't seem to hesitate to make a break for her as soon as I give him leeway. However, his heart sinks when he sees Olivia finally heading to the elevator. He almost trips over himself trying to reach her. His eyes locking on hers as the door closes. Olivia, please wait! I can fix tonight! I have money! I'm rich!
The Gator girl gives her boyfriend a complicated look. It's one of almost relief at first, but slowly drifts into dread.
Needless to say, she makes no effort to stop the doors from closing. Disappears behind the metal, beginning the trip down. The way Inko tries to pry the door open reminds me of my own attempt to do the same earlier this year. If I couldn't get into the damn thing, he doesn't have a chance. Fuck! The last of his willpower, he looks over at the staircase. The last hope of reaching her. Thankfully, after I firmly put myself between the two, he just kind of gives up. Slumping against the wall, he lets out a deep sigh. His gaze locked on the floor. I somewhat regret shutting down his ambition as his aggression subsides, replaced by plain melancholy. Well, at least I can still get the juicy details of what went down there. I sit beside him, giving him my most attentive grin.
Oh, come on, Inky. You could have done a lot worse. You're getting your ass handed to you by a cripple with a bit of new law for you. Speaking of, is it safe to assume that Damien Payne gave you that mark after your little discussion?
He winces, as if the mere attention to the sword is making this thing harder. He's reluctant to speak, but eventually his response. I said that Olivia and I were done for. Like it was a simple fact, like he decided it himself. He rolls my camera with the disgusting vomit and chucks it over the edge. I should have pushed him over the edge instead of throwing a weak-ass punch. Oh, I can sense his frustration. Those words are just flowing with disdain. It's the first time I heard him speak with such passionate anger. I can hardly recognize his usual milk-toast voice. Oh, I definitely think where this is going.
So you piss off your girlfriend with your... So you piss off your girlfriend with your best friend in one night, and you still want to salvage this disaster? Why do you keep insisting the grim figure's worth all the trouble? You buy her a sexy dress, you capture all the best angles, and she crawls away giving you the death glare.
Well, I don't know. Believe me, I know she's beautiful. Before Ayatika's death, she was so cute and happy. But now, she's just...
A bitch?
I was gonna say irritable, reclusive, unappreciative, but yeah, you were right about that on the dance floor. I treated her like a princess. She ignored all that damn work I put into her.
Suddenly I see Inko's face turned away in thought, suspicion finding a way through the current pity party he's throwing.
Mia, why aren't you with Ben? You should be free by now, and you probably want to address the dance he never gave you.
For a moment I consider the words. Ben has almost certainly finished damage control by now. There will almost certainly be a discussion with him about standing his own girlfriend up. However, when I look at the depressed Skinny, I no longer see the snobby psychic of Olivia. I see no way to get on her nerves.
Oh, that is such a good line! That is so good. Because it's like, oh, I no longer see him. And you're like, oh, she's going to say something like, I see a strong man, or I see a guy with potential. Nope! God, this writing is fucking ace. Compared to everything else we've seen so far, this is like fucking out there, man. We're like, there's no delay, there's no dilly-dally. We're just chopping right to the meat and the bone, buddy. There's marrow on my lap, and I'm loving it. Wow. Ugh. Gotta go late though. Ugh, man, what a good chapter. Ugh. It's not even that long. It's just good. It just sells you on the idea.
I decided that you need someone who won't let you dig your grave any deeper. Why don't we head downstairs, see if there's anything left in the buffet, and then make one last try to fix your night. Least I could do to repay your cooperation at the Scaly office. Inko looks absolutely baffled by the idea. The way she thinks it over, you must conclude that this is his last reasonable way to end the night on a good note.
All right, but you promise you won't pull any more tricks, right? I really don't think I can handle any more drama. I'm gonna kill myself, Mia. I've got a gun. He just pulls out a Glock and it's like, well, buddy, boy, you ain't gonna kill nobody with that little pea shooter. She just fucking taunts him about it. Oh, man. Olivia said that about my penis. And it's like, Mia's just like, what the fuck, man? Do I even need to manipulate you? You're just gonna tell me shit like this? I give him one last playful look. Not that I would have thought I'd become something akin to a friend with the baldy. But they can be quite humorous. I mean, you did manipulate. I think during the dance she's giving false tips, right? Or was that during ending too?
I promise. He stands up straight, dragging his feet to lead him back to the main floor. While going down the steps, I notice Inko tensing up out of nowhere. Before I question, I feel something in my hand. And a glance confirms that it's his own. I must have grabbed it myself. I didn't intend to. I should tear his hand away, gaslight him and think that he did it, but I just had to water my grin and keep walking down the steps, his hand still in mine. Maybe this can be more than Olivia. Maybe this can be how I can get Ben to stay in line. Maybe competition's this thing he needs. Jesus Christ.
13 minutes. And that's including my little dilly-dallying. What a sharp, crisp chapter of like 1,000 words or so. We done it. We've established the fuck-up. Her frustrations with Ben, her intent to manipulate, her goals and ends. We got the fact that Inko's... We established everything, really. Except Olivia, but she's not that immediately... Time! Holy shit, man. How is this your first writing? This is a really crisp first chapter, man. I mean, I've been mean to everyone's opening line. I feel like the opening line's pretty snappy, too. Because it starts off with really harsh language, and it really just sets the tone. Like, everything was going fine, and then she had her tantrum. But we don't really focus on her tantrum. It's mostly Inko, which is kind of fun. Because, again, sidekick. Ugh, it's so good. There's a lot here. He's like, try to avoid putting characters' names at the beginning of every line. I don't know if that's really a big problem. I've seen people do worse. I don't know why you're telling this guy. How do you scale images in HTML? Images on AO3 are huge. I'm just gonna tell you this. I really like Gator Woman. If you want to keep writing, keep going, buddy. You. I don't know how much writing you've done before this. Like, if you have experience elsewhere, you feel like you have experience elsewhere. If not, you've just got a lot of talent, buddy. I'm not saying you gotta finish this fic. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not telling you to make this your life's work, but I think you could get a long way with this if you put in the work. Apparently the next POV is going to be Inko, I think? Yeah. We got a couple of chapters. I'm going to give this a go. What do we got chapter-wise? We got Fallout, Taken for Granted, Olivia's Inferno, and A Different Midnight. Okay, so it's really slow going. We're taking our steps one at a time here, buddy. I want to look at this first contact thing. It's also a pretty brisk chapter. So this is Anon Moose Lunara for some fucking reason. Oh, I'm very stupid. Listen, I see first contact. I really like first contact scenarios. I think they're fun. I think they're hilarious. But this is supposed to be about Lunara. This is not about aliens. Safi! I'm disappointed, but we're putting it on the pile anyway. We're putting it on the pile because fuck it. It's not rated, which means that I am technically at risk of seeing the penis. They might start smooching. Am I up seeing this on his true format AO3? What the fuck does that mean? I don't think he's doing all that formatting stuff. English is his first language. No excuse for the trash style. Man, I really like Made for Each Other. There's something going on there. First contact, who knows? I like Lunara. Let's be clear, I want to do a Lunara ship one day. If I ever get back to fucking writing, that is. But, yeah. How many chapters in this? 5. Culture Shock. Ooh, Culture Shock sounds fun. I like how First Contact is the title of the fic, but also of Chapter 2, which I always think is a little tacky. But on the other hand, you're writing fan fiction. You might as well yuck it up a little. Don't let me yuck your yum. Terrible phrasing, as that is. But I like your gusto. You can call me loony. Oh no. Well, that's one more off the list, I guess. I don't know what the hell's going on with Discord, but it is not properly updating. Do I want to do dragons and dinosaurs and Ashen Heart? This is like, oh man. All I could say about this is, oh shit, this guy does like paragraph indentations. Holy crap, man. What a rarity. Oh, this is being a bit cheeky. What the heck is going on here? Oh man, this is very cheeky. The image you were looking for is probably deleted. That's so sad. The art's alright though. I'm not saying it's the best art in the world. Please don't go here and expect to see like whatever it's called. But I like the gusto he's going for. What the fuck does sad and stuff mean? There's so much art. It's like a really weird thing. Like I don't know. This feels like fan fiction is like hallucinatory. You know, it's like if you're gonna do this much of a change to things, like what are we doing? Like at some point, right? Even I have my limit, and I'm like, buddy. Like at some point, I don't know why you're using this setting anymore. Apparently, he's doing stuff like dino passes. I think at some point you gotta just be honest with yourself, and you're just doing something else. Like that, I get it. Fan fictions can feel comfortable to sort of obfuscate your plot of sorts. But does this really? Well, I think this author just doesn't know how things work. But no, this has been regularly updated, so the fact that it's Okay, so no, it's just weird. Yeah, okay, it's just not an author that sets their chapter count. I don't fucking know. I think I'll do this one last. I think it makes more sense. Am I that Gator though? What is this? Olivia Halford and Nito. Not to be confused with I Want to Be the Gator. After sending the risky test to Olivia managed to salvage Lily got. I feel, right? I feel like too many stories are written from what I'm gonna call it what it is, man. I'm gonna call it what it is. I feel too many stories are written from the male character has to do stuff perspective. I know it's not a sexist thing; it's a POV thing. Because the POV is a more organic moment thing to make a big whoopla about. I don't like it. I just don't fucking like it, okay? I feel like, fundamentally speaking, it kind of undercuts your writing to not have a little bit of let and loose, you know? I feel like if it's always Inko and it's always Anon, because they're POV characters, you're kind of missing out on potential opportunities. Anyway, from here we're going into some bad ones that I'm not hype about. I don't know, Golem of Volcaldera and the Dunwich Heritage have potential. They look weird. They look spunky. They got that je ne sais quoi that I like so much. But on the other hand, I find myself, you know, it's got a big potential to just be someone's little passion project, and I don't want to Because again, we're dealing with weird, like this one, like Gollum is straight up like Adam's just been kidnapped 4 years ago, which is like what are we doing, buddy? Wow, ending 2 of all places. It's an interesting way to go with it. Dunwich apparently Fallout New Vegas, Lovecraftian monsters. Like, man, we're going somewhere. We're putting the like. I like it a little weird. The problem is I don't know if it's gonna pop from the page. I don't want to discourage someone. Is it's kind of a problem. I'm sure they're not looking at this. They'll never be here. But I find myself in this position where I do want to be a little more careful with that. Like, especially because these are not works. Um, I don't know. It's just I don't want to be the guy where these people they're on the snoot servers. They don't have 5 billion comments, and so the one thing they find that talks about their work is a little old me being a big prick about it. Anyway,